Hello and welcome to another episode of me painting again. Oh yes, we are painting again. And I've got the old brush out again. Yep. Just so you know, it's the 1-inch Graduate Daily Brownie brush, flat wash brush. And the other brush that I use is the 1/2-inch one. And then I've got a couple of Cotman brushes. This is a number 3. Then I've got this one, another Cotman. It's sort of like a I can't remember the name now. I don't know. It's just a brush. You see, you can do a lot with one brush, but you know you got to have a few ringers if you want. A few ringers, do a little bit more that you can't do. You can do so much with a big brush, but then eventually you've got to move on to the smaller one. Anyhow, let's get painting. So I'm using the paint, like, as you know, watercolour and gouache reactivates, so your palette is never destroyed. Massive benefit. Massive benefit. I had a comment the other day, could I paint what I did in acrylics? And yes, you can, because you can use acrylics like watercolours and gouache, because the acrylics are a bit of an interesting media, really, because they can become almost every medium, can't they? They're almost oils, they're almost watercolours, they're almost gouache. They're all sorts. So let's slop some paint down. Just move my mouse out of the way. It's not something I want to be painting with. So I'm just grabbing a bit of blue and black. Blue and black, black and blue. You can always put a bit of burnt sienna in it as well, just to change it if you want to. You can change it the way you want it to be. I want it to be quite dark at the top. And then it's going to get lighter as it comes down. So some people put masking tape around the edges of the painting, so when they take the masking tape off you get a perfect square. I used to do that, and it does work nicely. Sometimes the masking tape sticks to the paper and pulls your paper off, and that's why I stopped doing it. Well, maybe the artist tape's a little bit weaker. I think the masking tape that I bought must have been like super strength, because it ruined my painting. So I'm going to pick up a little bit of white, a little bit of grey, a bit of grey down here. Flashes of light in amongst this painting. It's getting quite dark now, isn't it, in the old sky, and that's quite a good thing, because what I want to do is have a really bright area of the mountain. Going into a bit of a mountain mode. Got all my mountain pictures that I've taken in the Lake District, and been looking at them, and I thought, let's enjoying myself doing mountains. Let's do a few. I'm going to get some of the, just grab in on the corner of the brush, some blue and white. It's white gouache, that is. That's what makes your colour a little bit more opaque, the white. Whatever you put white in, it makes it more opaque because that's the gouache. Some of the colours... Just turn my phone on silent. Big mistake. Yeah, some of the colours are gouache that I use as well. But the white's the main opaque one. Just softening that with my finger. Give that sky something different in there. You can do all kinds of different skies, all kinds of different ones. You don't have to do the same typical blue sky all the time. You can go for a real dark sky like this and then add a little bit of cloud in there with your white. Or you could do purples and all sorts. You can do whatever you like. Really have some fun with it. Right, let us look at this. We could do with just blocking in the rest of this, and then we can put our... Although we want snowy area here. We want mountain. Right, let's get some black. Some blue and black. Some black and blue, blue and black. You could throw a bit of red in there if you want to. We've got a mountain that's going to be here. That sort of joins to this. I've got some down here. Probably is a good idea just to put in a colour at the bottom. Okay, so we've got our colour in. Just let that dry a little bit. I'm going to switch brushes now to the the one, I mean the 1/2 inch. It's the 1/2 inch flat brush, the 1/2 inch one. And as that dries, I can start thinking about, while I have a little sip of my drink. I can think about my next move in this painting, whether I want it to be misty or not, whether I want this to be darker than it is, probably do. I need this shape as well. So what I might do is start the painting off, get some blue and some black. Bit more blue in there. A bit of white. A bit more blue. More blue. So I want a bluey grey. That's probably about right. I think. We'll try it anyway. Oh. I've got a tea towel at the side of me so I can just spot my brush on and stuff. And then after you've used it a while, you just put it in the wash. And happy days, you can use it again. So we could start putting the side of the mountain in. Have it about there. I feel like that's a little bit too low. I want to be a bit bigger. Right there. That's more like it. And it joins onto this area here. And then that comes down like that. And then out. Now I want a bit of darker, I should say. Get some of it in here. Lots of different mountains here as it comes up like that, and that goes down like that. That's all goes into there. And then there's another one here. And there's another one there. Okay. We've got a bit that goes sort of round where you can see the rock. Looks pretty cool actually. I'll have a little bit more white on that bit. Snowy area here. Okay, and then we've got another mountain that's here. I'll start bringing that in. Okay, just let that dry a second. As that dries a bit, we can start putting the whiter part of the mountain on. So it's got white and blue in it. It's white and blue. There's a little bit of the dual colour It's not just pure white, it's white and blue. So we've got the mountain hitting the light above here. It's a little bit right there. Let that sort of break a little bit. I don't want it to be solid white. And then it sort of comes up. And then down there. And then this goes into a bit of a shadow, so I want a bit more blue in the white, just to give it a bit more of a shadow. And this side as well needs to be a bit more blue. And then we can put a few trees in. I just need a little hint of snow on that bit of the mountain there. Another bit there. Go a little bit darker, dark blue and black. Sort of let that go a little bit. And then down at the base, I'm going to get a bit of snow. Bit of snow down here. Just let that mist away at that bit there. Like that. That sort of mist. Now what I might do actually, get a little bit of blue on my finger, a little bit of water as well, and just get a bit of that blue in there. Just to sort of soften that. And now what I might do after that, get another layer. It's amazing what you can do with layers. You can go one after the other, dark and light, light and dark. Maybe I can put a bit of a rock area there. Go dark again. And I could maybe at one point there was a tree growing. Maybe we can do part of a tree that was sort of growing there. But it's not doing the best because it's not getting as much. It's not getting that many nutrients up here, so it's only got a few scraggly limbs like that. Maybe the light maybe a little bit of light is hitting one side of it as well, just at the top part. It's hitting that bit of snow on there. Well, a bit of snow. Just hitting that one bit of the tree. Just gives that tree a bit more interest. I just want to darken that one side again. Yeah, I've just got that area, and then I might for a bit of fun just put in a few other things down here, maybe rock shapes and things, depending on how good or bad you want this to look. As in, like, emotion wise, you'd have more spiky looking rocks if you want it to look dangerous, same with the mountains, and then more softer looking if you want it to be softer, so more roundedness. Depends what kind of feeling you want to create. But anyway, here we have a nice little mountain. I'll just put a few little details in there. A few darker breaks on that. And on this. You can put in all kinds of little details. Yeah, I think I'll call that one just added a bit of blue in there just to give it a bit more of something. Yeah, I think we're about there. Maybe there's a bit more white that needs to go here. Get some almost pure white just to add a bit of brightness to that bit there at the top. Suppose there could be could be a bird sat on this branch here. This little blackbird. Just stood there in the dark, not catching the light yet. Maybe there's a couple more branches. I haven't quite made it. And I could even go for some blues on here. Just to give this a bit of something. Even though it's in the shadows, you can still use a little bit of light to cast on areas. Okay, I think I will call that one finished. I had quite a lot of fun doing this one. I hope you enjoyed it. I could keep going. I could stop bringing stuff out of the sides of the paintings. Start doing really long paintings. I could easily keep going, but best off. Put a little bit of blue underneath some of these areas. I might even, just as a finishing touch, add a bit more light on some of these. Just a little bit more light on some of them. Yeah, well, I'll call that one finished. So thanks very much for watching this one, and I'll see you at another one. Cheers, bye.